Was that it?
It's been really nice out for like most of the day, and then it'll get really nasty out, start raining for a few hours, and then get nice out again, and then repeat. It's kind of really annoying trying to get stuff done in this car and keeping bodywork clean, because I'm still just doing stuff step by step. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna start things off with just like a little review on the headers I got. I like to do that because just a little forewarning on the Amazon or eBay headers for the 325s or any 6 series. They're not really that good. It might actually, if you don't have a welder or you don't have the proper tools to deal with something like this, a part like this, then they might not actually be worth the cheap price tag on them. I got these for under $100, I believe, or maybe just over $100, like $120, something like that. And I'm not too happy with the quality. Alright, so I got everything laid out right here, everything that I got in my box, or in my package from Amazon. And up here we have the rear header and front header, and no hardware or anything. Something I did like is it came with these little O2 bung little caps. These will most likely rattle loose and come out and leak really bad if you don't weld those. So luckily these are stainless steel. You can get a $100 Harbor Freight welder and weld these up, which is what I'm going to be doing in a little bit. But what I really didn't like about these, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but right along inside here there's no weld, nothing at all. And this one's actually like an inch back or so, and I believe probably see this one better. See up in there, and I mean this is where most of the weight of basically the exhaust is going to be hanging, and I don't like that. That's a really high chance of it cracking and leaking and doing stuff that I don't want it to do. So just in a second right here, I'm going to grab some tools and I'm going to just try to lay a little bead of weld up in here. Unfortunately, I sliced my hand like real bad. I'm just being able to move it. I can kind of move it like this. It does get really sore when I do that, but at first I thought I had what's it called, a lacerated tendon, which I would have needed surgery and all that stuff. Excuse my nails and all that. I was just eating oranges. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be having to do most of this work with one hand and just using this hand to support things. What's that little guy? Alright, we're gonna stop wasting time. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the welder and start welding inside of this. I'll probably clean it up a little bit too. Alrighty, so I didn't have a hammer, but this little jack thing will probably do. Try not to damage anything else. I don't know why that won't come out right now. Well, obviously I do, but I think it's also kind of getting jammed or lodged up in there. Go under here. Okay, where's the lid? bad idea. Really bad idea. Oh, my finger hurts. I like basically filleted my finger, and it's just now starting to heal up. So I'm just gonna have to pry this thing off. Or I'm just gonna keep trying to hack it with that saw. One of the 2 bolts I need to get out, or 4 I guess, 2 on each side. Alright, so the second bolt right under here, I can't get a wrench onto that still. It's really frustrating, so I'm going to try to have to cut it out around this area. Hope I can get the saw to sit like that, just cut it out like that. Yeah. So probably pretty hot, but I had a little bit of luck cutting some more out, and I don't think it's necessarily going to be enough, but it might be enough. If not, I'll have to kind of take this little part out as well. Yeah. Ow! Hey, it's sharp. Jesus. I just literally grazed my finger on it and cut. Hey, stop cutting myself. Finally, first manifold. Are you fucking serious? I have no idea. That one little cut caused all that blood. Alright, so it's all free. I'm gonna try to take this out without slicing my hand again. It's got a few pieces. What the heck? Heat shield, something like that, I think. I don't know why it was double layered though. Might use that later for another BMW. Let's see if we can wiggle this out. Really tight. These don't want to wiggle out. I'll try it from the bottom. So I can't seem to get the header out, at least the first one, to try to get to the second one. So I'm going to have to take off this control arm down here. Or not control arm, sorry. I'm going to have to take off the engine mount arm, which starts right here, kind of goes right over this and mounts right back to here on the block. So got 13 for these couple bolts. See if I can get this off. So I'm really starting to get pissed off. I'm considering getting rid of this XI model and just trying to go for a regular E46, even though I basically bought this for the all-wheel drive. But I can't even access the engine mount. That little hole. At this point, I honestly don't really know what I'm going to do. I really don't want to try to get engine support and drop the whole subframe. I heard it's not very hard, but I'm dropping the whole subframe, and I'm going to have to spend another like $90 for engine support. I'm really dreading the fact that this engine really might have to come out. So, alright, I guess I'll see you guys another day. Back at it with the headers. Trying to get these things out. And what we're going to be doing today is this little accessory the belt is on. I don't know really what it is. It might be AC components. Is hitting against this sorry, it's early in the morning. It's hitting against this fan, this whole system down here. So there's a chance I might be taking the fan out today. But what I'm going to try to do first, because these finally, I got these free. I can't really jiggle them around, but finally got all the bolts off. Once I lift this up, I'll probably be able to move them around. But got the headers off, the manifolds, and I'm going to try to take off the engine mount bracket. And if I'm able to take that off, which is just 3 bolts or something like that, I should be able to take that off really easy. I can lift the engine up slightly, probably about 7 inches or so, and I'll probably be able to take those out. But honestly, what's hanging this up now is just being able to take these out. And I think once these out, it won't be as hard to put the headers in that I have, because they're a little less bulky than these. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hop under the car and try to take out that engine mount. But first I'm probably going to jack this up. Okay, so I got the engine mount bracket off, and what's hanging me up now, I think, is there's the rear O2 sensors are plugged in and wrapped around the back of the engine. So I'm pretty much out. Pretty much pull this out, and once this comes out, I'm pretty sure the other one will come out too. But I need to find where that rear O2 sensor wraps around and try to get it out, and then I think I'm going to try to unplug it from the top, if that's possible. If not, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Okay, as I thought, just to unplug the rear O2 sensors, which I might actually be deleting. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that probably will be difficult to get off, so I'm gonna just unplug them for now. I'm really hoping they actually just come out, but alright, I can't do this one-handed, so I'll come back when this is all done and the cats are out. If you can't tell right now from me smiling, I'm happy. I'm so happy now. This literally, I think it took like 4 days, something like that, but finally these headers or manifold, whatever you want to call them, are gone. They're out of here. These nasty things. I know you're probably saying like, dude, it's not that hard to put some headers on a BMW. This is an XI model. It is extremely hard. My main goal today, honestly, I need to get this done. I'm super excited to get this done because I got my plates in, which I wasn't expecting to get in for like another 2 months. Our postal service is all messed up. Our DMV service is messed up. You can't go to the DMV anymore. It's shut down in the state, so I had to mail it in. I mailed in like 4 weeks ago. They ended up sending me my title back, said I couldn't title the car, but then they sent me plates. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna drive it. I can't title the car because it's too old. That's what they won't title cars that old in the state. But finally, stop rambling. Probably go ahead and hook this engine mount bracket back up, and then I'm gonna go wrap the header. All right, so we got our Catless headers here, and we're going to do a little video magic and get these wrapped. Okay, so got the headers all wrapped. No, it's not the prettiest. It's super hard to wrap these ones. There's all these weird spots that connect in between, but got them all wrapped up. My hands are still, or literally covered with fiberglass. If you're a first timer, don't make the mistake of not wearing gloves when you're installing the header wrap. It is fiberglass, it's just like insulation in your house. So you know that really nasty like stinging nettle feeling? Yeah, that's gonna be all over you. Fortunately, I did wear gloves, but they still are covered in fiberglass. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but they're like shimmering with fiberglass. So it got through to my hands a little bit, whatever. But anyways, this is probably going to function properly, so I'm not really worried about the look, and it's also jammed up in there, so probably aren't even going to be able to see it. But hopefully I don't burn out some wires, O2 sensors. Really don't want to do that, so just decided to spend an extra 20 bucks to get the header wrap. So what I'm going to do now is, I guess, just install these. I'm going to try to install these. I'm probably going to either swap out my gloves or throw those in the wash, take a little break, but definitely don't want to put my hands back in those gloves. It's not comfortable. Okay, so we've had to do a lot of modifications. I probably got lines from my goggles, but had to do a lot of modifications to these headers. Super annoying. The headers won't fit when I have the O2 sensor plugged in, front or back. Well, first of all, the front is not threaded properly, so I can't get the O2 sensor to thread in the front location, so I have to use the rear location, which it won't really matter. There's no cats in it, so it's going to be the same reading front and back. So I had to, I ordered this bung before, and originally, it's probably super hot right now, but originally, trying to, so I'm gonna pick this up. Okay, so originally it kind of sat like that, but was stupid long right here. So I had to take this dummy thick cutting wheel because I don't have any other cutting disc, or the cutting disc won't come off that one. So I had to take that and literally was just cutting at this for like an hour. So this is gonna match up just like that and be a lot less gap here. When I had this plugged in, this was hitting off my firewall, so hopefully I'm gonna weld that up and hopefully these headers will fit in. So we've made a lot of progress so far, but we've run into an issue that we can't overcome today. The issue is I'm not even gonna get on my back again. I've been on my back and up like 20, 30 times at least today, probably 50. So there's a little bung, or yeah, just the bung at the end where the O2 sensor plugs into is way too long. I tried to kind of reroute it, but there's like a little adapter elbow I have. Had to chop that to try to make some clearance, welded that back up. I literally took out probably as much as I could out of that, and I still can't fit the headers in enough to bolt them up. So what I'm gonna do is run to Harbor Freight tomorrow, grab a new angle grinder, some new discs. I'm not gonna try to sit here for like 3 more hours trying to cut this. Try to cut the adapter before and it took forever because it's like a super thick, well, you saw it in last cut, super thick blade on my angle grinder. So that isn't going to work out today. I'm not going to be able to get this done today, but we are really close to be done, and I'm thinking tomorrow is probably going to be a startup, so that's going to be exciting. But for now, I'm gonna go watch the Steelers win their first game of the season. Hopefully Big Ben stays healthy, but I'll catch you tomorrow. Okay, so I just finished up putting in the lower suspension and everything on to the E46. I got the control arms all hooked up. Everything's all good. Got the tires on, wheels on, everything. So that's irrelevant. That's for another video. what we're here to talk about is the headers. Yeah, we finally got the headers all on. But it is nighttime, which, in my opinion, it's the perfect time for a little headers test. See if I shoot a little bit of flames. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop in there, I'm gonna get in the car, I'm gonna start it up, see if I can get a couple pops, burbles, and I'm gonna try to get my sister or maybe someone else to come out and film, see if I get any flames. Okay, first we're gonna do a cold start.
Was that right?
I think it's definitely a little bit leaky up in the, well, see if I'll get some. Ooh, something's burning. Alright, we'll see. Let me see how high I can get it in RPM. It's still quiet.
What? I think it's loud.
You think it's loud?
Well, I'm right next to it. It smells bad.
Yeah, it smells like, I need to make sure nothing's burning, but it smells like the exhaust, like it's either the header wrap or like the little paint that I use, but definitely smells like fuel. Sounds just like slightly different, but I don't know, not a whole lot different. So I'll have to do the burble tune and then that'll help it a little bit. I think also downshift pop more, but yeah. So as you can tell, it didn't do a whole lot just putting the headers on. It definitely, I mean, it made it sound a little bit more, I don't know, like a 6-cylinder, but it did still sound kind of like a Camry. I definitely think I'll need to put a burble tune on there, or either take out one of the cats or the muffler, or do something with the muffler. I don't know, but for now it's fine. Better than before. Before it was like stupid leaky, like it wasn't even connected. So I mean, I used some Chinese gaskets that I got with the headers for, not for the front part up to the engine, that got OEM gaskets, but on the back part where it goes back, the cat back, I guess you could say, but there is no cat in there. So the cat back part, that got the eBay gaskets that that came with it. They weren't the best, so those might be leaking a little bit. I don't really care if they're leaking a little bit. I didn't really check if I got any O2 sensor codes, but definitely with the sound, I'm not too happy with it. I mean, it sounds just like a normal BMW still. So what I'm gonna have to do is probably, yeah, put a tune on it. But we already have our ECU ordered, and that will be coming in the mail soon. I appreciate you watching this. If you've watched it the full way through, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know you're still with me, and definitely stay tuned for more.
On that beat, going crazy.